On today's episode, we're checking out art in other parts of the country besides Lagos. Hello and a warm welcome. I'm Melinda Akinlami. The Rejected Blessing is a performance by the children's creative station of the National Troupe. To an exhibition organized by the National Gallery of Art to celebrate two creatives. We have that and more when Art House returns in a moment.
Our wordsmith is captured by Adifagbola Ayodele. It's titled Belittled. Don't belittle me, for I'm a child of the King. Made in his image, I make his heart sing. Don't belittle me, for I'm made by his hands, and though I'm not perfect, my weakness he understands. Don't belittle me, even if I belittle you. Know that I'm sinful. Show me a love that's true. Don't belittle me. Don't make my heart break, for I face a struggle or two that could cause your heart to ache. Don't belittle me. I try to hold on to life, so don't let what you say add a burden or bring on strife. Don't belittle me, but be a little me. Try to feel the way I feel. Try to see what I see. Don't belittle me. Give me a little love, for if you're the better one, he'll reward you from above. Please, don't belittle me.
It's a performance that has been staged in Abeokuta, Ogun State about twins, cultural misconceptions and myths to help change the narrative as well as expose children to the arts.
A dance drama begins this command performance of The Rejected Blessing, written and directed by Pamela Udoka, which is the choice for the 9th edition of the Children's Creative Station Workshop, an initiative of the National Troupe of Nigeria held in Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital.
All of us know that once in a while, even within your family, there are things that you see that you don't even value. Until when certain things happen to you, and you realize, there is something that I used to have. Oh, had I known this thing is around, I would have been able to utilize it for this purpose. We don't have to wait for that kind of thing. At any given instance, we should look inward. Whatever resources you have, we must look at it as a valuable entity, especially looking at the values and the cultures that we upheld as Nigerians.
Camped for 10 days, pupils from about 10 schools across the state were groomed for the performance, which centers on a tradition that forbids the existence of twins in a certain part of the country. But events take a twist when the community leader is asked to bring a set of twins before he can be healed.
I am back from my expedition. This is back from my expedition. So did you bring my victory? I brought something more valuable than that. What did you say? I said I brought something more valuable than that. I am here with a set of twins. Hey, you Dinta! This is not the time to crack expensive jokes. Dinta! How many times did I call you? Hey! Hey, you Dinta! Don't let the labor from his sick bed order for execution. Hey, order my execution. You will be grateful to me. I told you the first time, this is not the time to crack an expensive joke. I heard you the first time. I said I'm here with something valuable. I'm here with a set of twins. Okay, fine. Where are they? Any captain, please call me. Lisa, how do you find this fish? This big is this our land. It's catfish. Even if I took a bit here, I fish to the evil forest. After said what? Never mind. Now tell me where you find this twins. Yes, I mean fish. Now tell me where you find them from. They are the ones. What? This family has to the evil forest with their mother. Now let us catch it the essay. Dinka, what is saying you get this all this? Where did you get them from? Your woman is like every one of you. So just you will not be bad. We are here because of the blood is thicker than water.
For Nigeria, it's a lesson. We shouldn't be looking for things that are not lost. We should look inwards into our country and make our country better and greater. There's no need searching for what is in our Sokoto, in Sokoto as it were. So that's basically what this story is about.
children. Now I know my kingdom will continue anytime I die. From now on, no peace shall be killed in this kingdom.
Children are valuable gifts from God, and they should not be in any way killed for any reason or anything. They should be left to perform what God has created them into the world to do.
We have to pay more attention to our children, our youths, because that is where the future of this country resides. We train them well, we are sure of a better future. We don't pay them attention and they turn out to be just anybody, anything. That may also affect the future of this nation.
The performance, which was interjected with dance and songs from different parts of the country, reveals the rich culture and the strength in unity.
Interesting performance by the children, and to think that 70% of them are first-timers. Well done. Coming up on the program, we move further south to Edo State to enjoy an exhibition. But before then, let's enjoy the works of art you sent in this week. And these are the works of art you sent in this week. Efe Okorare has Ijoya, done with mixed media. Then this charcoal on card by Kehinde Afolabi is called Brothers True Love. The Ancient Wealth is a relief painting done by Marcel Edwin. Then Own Your City is what Kenry Tony is saying with his ballpoint pen on paper. Unidentified is a charcoal on embossed paperwork done by Austin Ona. Then Broken But Strong is a wool on jute work done by Ibrahim Babatunde. Then Life is Obina's graphite and charcoal on paper piece. Home Sweet Home is how Alfred Enemo has titled this oil on canvas work. Then Bukola has this acrylic on canvas work called See Me. Ganiu Issa has Epiphany done with acrylic on canvas. While Frank Hosney has this pencil and charcoal drawing called Silenced. Rashid Bello has the Unity Trek on acrylic on canvas. And that concludes the works of art you sent in this week. We appreciate you for sending them in and put your best foot forward as always.
My goal is to liberate women folk from the shackles of deprivation and taboos.
The Oba Akenzua Cultural Center in Benin City, the Edo State capital, was in the spotlight and the 2019 Nigerian Art World when it hosted the 32nd National Festival for Arts and Culture. But now it has come alive again. This time, it's the National Gallery of Arts presenting an exhibition, A Tale of Two Benin Creatives.
Impressive sculptures from the ancient city of Benin, Edo State, recognize the achievements of two indigenous creatives as the National Gallery of Art rewards their efforts in promoting arts and culture in the country.
Before now, if mention is made of Benin art, people's mind go to work from Igu Street, work from Igbisanwa, work from the Iron Splitter and other guilds in Benin. You understand? Benin art goes beyond that. That is why NGA decided to focus on these two artists. That is Princess Elizabeth Olowu and Eric Erimona. Incidentally, both of them trained from University of Benin. They did their masters together. They worked and retired from University of Benin. And then the NGA chose to shifting away or moving away from the traditional Benin art, the Benin art that people are often identified with, to the other side, which is more academic. And that is why we choose Princess Elizabeth Olowu, Ellis Erimona, to feature them. Both of them are sculptors.
More about the duo in the spotlight. Princess Elizabeth Olowu, the daughter of former Benin monarch Oba Akenzua II, is acclaimed to be a woman of many firsts. First female bronze sculptor and first female to receive a master's degree in fine arts in Nigeria. While Elise Erimona is a first-class fine arts sculpture graduate of the Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, Kaduna State. This is among many other qualifications and prizes from renowned institutions.
Olowu in particular, her story is unique, different. First lady to have trained as a sculptor from the University of Benin. First lady to go into this art of casting in Benin. Till now, that norm is still there. Women hardly go into the act of bronze casting, but she did it. And her daughter, she carried her daughter along, and today she is a professor of art and art history. Both of them are still working together.
One half of the duo is present at the show. Elise Erimona believes that arts must flow with the tide in a world that is now technologically driven.
However intricate the pattern is or beautiful it is, go into metal technology and use the process. That's what we are saying. For how long will Nigeria thrive on terracotta? The era has gone. Today, look at, there was Festac. By the time I was graduating here, it was no longer Festac. I felt cheated that I was still worshiping terracotta. And I was trying to make a statement that, well, this era is gone. Our king at that time was already looking forward to another age. So it was the bye-bye sign that I was given along to that technology is taking us to another era. And I had to put my mind in determination to produce the outcome of these things ready to, make it clear to students that they should come along with me.
Some art experts rave about the works of art on display and talk about their preservation in museums and galleries.
We have always been used in keeping and preserving an artifact. It is no news. If the white people who stole our objects are saying we cannot keep them, they are telling lies. We have kept them before they came to steal them in 1897, and we'll still keep them again over the years.
Nigeria, particularly Benin, is known for civilization, particularly in the area of the arts. But you find out that the people here, our own people here, do not appreciate this art as much as people outside, appreciate the art. And I'm happy that the awareness is coming up gradually. And with the return of some of these artifacts, thanks to the Omonoba, that he has spearheaded the return of these artifacts, the Benin culture, particularly the artistic aspect of it, will have a boost, and it will enhance, productivity and acceptability, in Benin here.
The theme is centered around the Igwe festival. Some of the major characters like Oba Kenzua II, who played a key role in the ancient Benin tradition, have been depicted in the sculptures, which is a trip down memory lane.
Igwe festival, is traced to the era of Oba Eware I. He was the very first person that introduced this Igwe festival. So all the Beninese, they cooperated with him and also served their heads after the Oba served his head. That is what we are still seeing today. It's a reminiscence of what took place in the past.
With many stolen artifacts from the Great Benin Kingdom being returned, this exhibition by the National Gallery of Art serves as a reminder about the talents within old and contemporary creatives like Princess Elizabeth Olowu and Elise Erimona, who have been celebrated for their achievements in the art scene.
You see that it's not all about Lagos. Exciting art events are happening all over the country, and you can be sure to see them right here on Art House. We'll be returning to the commercial capital next week.
Still to come on Art House. We enjoy the workflow of Chinze Ojobo as we visit her studio in Lagos. Then we see a room full of our things, an exhibition by the Art Pantheon Gallery. Do remember that your Art House experience doesn't have to end when the show is not on television. Go to our YouTube page, view, like, and share the program. Your Art House experience doesn't have to end when the show is not on television. Interact with us on our various social media platforms. See any edition of Art House on our website or YouTube page. Join our very interactive Facebook page by joining the group on Art House on Channels. We're everywhere.
That's the program today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Melinda Akinlami. See you next time. But do remember to follow, like, share, and view our program on any of our social media platforms.